All right there. So I'm going to share my screen with you all. So let me know if everyone can see this okay. Can you see my screen okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, good evening, beautiful people. I am your host, Mr. Isaac D. Coleman, and once again, welcome back to the Wednesday webinars, which airs every first, third, and fourth Wednesdays of the month on Zoom. My co-hosts are none other than two living legends amongst us in our time. Mr. Don Lawler, CEO and founder of Storytellers and Branding the Sticks. Dr. James Renford Powell, my other co-host, founder of the Institute of Applied Metaphysics, where one comes to know, and I Am Press, where he reveals that there is a book in you. And this is presented to you by The Reality of Networking International, in which I am the founder and president. Today's agenda, we shall cover the practical purpose of the Wednesday webinars. Why even have them? Segment 1 should be presented by Mr. Isaac D. Coleman. How much are you paying for your pain? Segment 2 shall be covered by Mr. Don Lawler. What you need to know to grow your business. Part 2. If you missed part 1, that was the last Wednesday webinar, episode 13. Just search that on YouTube and you shall find it. So, beautiful people, whether you're here on this Zoom with me live or you're watching the playback on YouTube or whatever platform you may be watching it back on, we are gathered here because of this simple truth. Great minds think alike and we link alike. So the practical purpose of the Wednesday webinars, it is designed to educate and empower entrepreneurs and business professionals with realistic, tried and true tools, technologies, philosophies, and proper protocols, designed to help you become more successful with advertising, marketing, masterminding, and networking in your everyday businesses and lives. In other words, these are the blueprints on how to achieve your goals, increase your sales, and enhance your marketing. So once again, welcome to the Wednesday webinar presented by The Reality of Networking International, where growth meets greatness. So let's dive right on into segment 1. How much are you paying for your pain? Can anybody tell me how much are they paying for their pain?
Thousands.
Okay.
Thousands. A lot.
A lot.
Who said that?
A lot.
Who is that?
Is that Opal?
That's me.
Miss Cowens, Miss Rosalind Cowan. Okay, she said a lot. Anybody else got any amount they'd like to share on how much they're paying for their pain?
Always blood, sweat, tears.
Yep.
Blood, sweat, and tears. I like that. All right. Well, welcome, Miss Cowens. Good to see you, my dear. So let's have a word from Mr. Tony Robbins, one of the students of Mr. Jim Rohn. He's a billionaire, a world-renowned entrepreneur, best-selling author in New York Times best-selling authors list, world's leading life and business strategist. Mr. Tony Robbins has an excerpt that he'd like to talk about pain of discipline versus pain of regret that he learned from none other than the late, great Mr. Jim Rohn. And he briefly has this to say.
It is, because unless you can push through discomfort, most things that are going to give you the greatest reward require discomfort initially.
Yeah.
Right. And the discomfort is like, my original teacher, Jim Rohn, used to always say, there's two pains in life, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. He goes, discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons.
There you have it.
It
There
is.
you have it. So let's take a look at the pain of regret from none other than the Holy Bible. It says this: be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Well, how about the pain of discipline? The Holy Bible states this: now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. And that's coming from Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. So again, I ask, how much are you paying for your pain? Pay the price. But the real question is, which price are you paying? Are you paying the price of discipline or the price of regret? Let's look at the differences. So how much are you paying for your pain? The hidden invoice of regret. The hidden invoice of regret. Look at this defaulted invoice we got here. It is overdue, payable to your future self, and you owe a ton of debt that you cannot repay, and it's still compounding over time. I'll let Miss Allen get a picture of that.
Thank you. I
Yes,
got it.
Now, let's take a look at what this pays from your mind. When you're paying with your peace, here's the price: hours lost to worry, procrastination, negative thinking, unfinished decisions, and repeatedly asking, what if I had started sooner? Now calculate that cost. Your hours mentally distracted each week, and multiply that by 52 weeks in a year. Chronic stress can contribute to fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, and impaired decision-making. That's coming from the American Psychological Association. Now, how about your health? How about your body? You're paying with your body. Here's the price: low energy, declining strength, preventable health risk, medical expenses, missed work, and lost quality of life. Calculate the cost. Health-related expenses and lost opportunity. Take those dollars per month, multiplied by 12 months in a year. That's your cost. Inadequate physical activity is associated with approximately, check this out, $192 billion in annual U.S. healthcare costs. That's how much you're paying. You're paying towards that. And it contributes to preventable chronic disease. And that's coming from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The source is there. Check it out. Read all about it. How about in your business? You're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you're a business professional, you're someone with a business interest. You're paying with your money. Let's look at the price. Missed follow-ups, neglected relationships, unpaid invoices, poor planning, inconsistent marketing, and opportunities given to competitors. Calculate your cost. Estimated the revenue lost each week. You multiply that by 52 weeks in a year. That's how much you're paying. Among those surveyed employer firms, 51% reported uneven cash flow, and 56 reported difficulty paying operating expenses as financial challenges. That's coming from the Federal Reserve Bank's 2025 report on employee firms. The link is there for you to check it out. Here's an integrative question for you to ponder and wonder. Thereafter, apply. Don't deny. What is your inaction costing you? And who else is paying the price? You see, the pain you avoid today may become the price you cannot afford tomorrow. Who else is paying the price with you? Spouse, children, business partners, your future grandchildren? Now let's take a look at the paying the price of discipline. Paying the price of discipline, because discipline is a down payment on your freedom. Now look at that invoice, paid in full to your future self. What is your discipline producing for you? Dividends, hint, hint, dividends. Let's look at your mind. If you just simply invest 15 to 20 minutes daily for the discipline, prayer, breathing deeply, journaling, practicing gratitude in your attitude, reviewing your goals, and writing your 3 most important priorities, writing them, not typing them, not just saying them, writing them. Here's the return. You get greater calm. You get cleaner thinking. You get intentional decisions, improved focus, and renewed confidence. The CDC recommends practicing such as meditation, journaling, gratitude, healthy breaks, and intentional relaxation to help manage stress. That's coming from none other than the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, on managing stress. How about your health? What does your body feel and say? If you invest 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes, 5 days weekly, here's the discipline. Move your body consistently. Strengthen your muscles. Plan nutritious, delicious meals. Hydrate properly. And protect your sleep and pattern thereof. Here's the return. More energy. Stronger physical function. Improved health. Greater independence. And reduced chronic disease risk. Adults should aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly. And among that should be muscle strengthening activities at least 2 of those days. Here's your source. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Adult Activity, and Overview. How about in your business? If you invest 1 focused, truly focused, undistracted hour weekly, here's the discipline trade-off. Conduct a personal CEO meeting to review with yourself. Cash flow and expenses, unpaid invoices and receivables, leads and follow-ups, weekly priorities, and revenue-producing activities. Heavy on the revenue-producing activities, because that's what pays the bills. Here's the return. Fewer financial surprises that arises. Stronger relationships, better decisions, increased accountability, and more stable growth. The Small Business Administration recommends proper bookkeeping, financial review, and cash flow projections to help business owners understand and manage their financial position. Our very own Dr. James Rutherford Powell here, our co-host, does that quite often, does it quite well. Been doing it for decades. Why not you? And that is coming from the U.S. Small Business Administration, the SBA, on managing your finances. Another integrative question for you. What small price can you willingly pay today to create a better tomorrow? You see, your discipline costs less than regret and continues paying dividends. Remember the universal equation from last week and the week prior? Well, we've upgraded that. That universal equation speaks volumes. Thoughts plus actions equals results. But here's the inverse relationship. Thoughts plus inactions equals results. May not be the favorable outcome or results that you want, but they're yours. So I urge you, I challenge you with love and with leadership, with service and with gratitude in my attitude. Choose discipline. Choose discipline as your price to pay, because it will pay you dividends in the long run for a little discomfort today. So, as my segment draws near to a close of segment 1, I have to ask you all again, my weekly survivors, what is the key to success after knowing what you want? What is the key to success after knowing what you want?
Get started. Action.
Get started, action. Anybody else?
Commitment, dedication, making a decision.
Commitment, dedication, and making a decision. That's beautiful. Ms. Allen, you're a pro at this now.
Okay, I was just thinking, get started before you're ready. Don't overthink it, just do it.
Beautiful. Get started before you are ready. Don't overthink it. Get started. Get on with the plan. Get on with making a few mistakes and correcting them and doing better. Get on with your learning and your experience. Get started before you're ready. There's never a perfect time. Now, what about in your business? Let's say you're out there professionally networking with organized individuals, and you're masterminding with growth-minded individuals. And you think to yourself, you look at your expenses, as I gave you on the breakdown for your business, paying dividends to yourself with your discipline. And you say, I want and I need more referrals in my business. What is the process for getting more referrals? If you want someone to call you up, shoot you a text, hey, I got a referral for you. What is the process in getting that?
Give more referrals.
Do what, dear?
Give more referrals.
Ms. Allen says, give more referrals. Anybody else got something to compliment or something different? Mr. Lawler, you've been quiet. Anybody?
I mean, I agree. You definitely got to give referrals.
You got to give referrals. Beautiful.
Well,
So what
most
I'm
people,
hearing,
I was going to say, most people are on the internet posting something on Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever.
Mhm.
If you see something that one of your colleagues or members of the group that is doing that you can share, just share it without a lot of fanfare. Just send a link. But if you want to, just put a few words in. So Miss Opal does a great job of this. If you need some help, reach out to her. Just something very simple, very believable. No puff. No fluff.
very good. Very good. So what I'm hearing is, if you want more referrals, in essence, you have to give more referrals. Beautiful. And what we're speaking about is often called the law of giving and receiving, or the law of reciprocity, or the law of prosperity, is generosity. If you want more, you give more. Late great Mr. Bob Proctor. And next week, on July 22nd, I will disclose to you all what my title will be at a later date. I don't have the complete answer for you all right now, but I will now turn it over to none other than my co-host. And I'm going to start sharing my screen.
Okay.
And my co-host for today is none other than a living legend amongst us. And I do mean a living legend, him and Dr. Jim. And today it is Mr. Don Lawler. As I explained earlier, he is the CEO and founder of Storytellers and Brand Aid, branding that sticks. But his passion lies in helping brands and individuals, just like you, ladies and gentlemen, tell your story with authenticity and impact. His ideal clients are professionals and business owners who need expert help with media and marketing communications. Mr. Lawler is a Clio and Addy award-winning storyteller, writer, filmmaker, producer, and director. That's the equivalent to winning an Oscar or a Grammy in the marketing world. He has worked with the likes of ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, ad agencies, Fortune 500 companies, celebrities, athletes, speakers, marketers, entrepreneurs, and individuals. Mr. Don Lawler says this quite simply: tell me your story. So please welcome Mr. Don Lawler.
Hey, I want to hear that guy. Thanks,
Yes,
Isaac.
sir. Yes, sir.
You're too
Welcome.
kind, too kind. Okay, we're going to try and pick up where we left off last week, but I'm going to do a quick overview of what we talked about. And I've got if I can find my notes, I had multiple notes, and I think I picked up the wrong one, but I know my stuff. So we're going to give you a little workshop here, I think. So anyway, we talked about what you need to know to grow your business. There's a whole lot of stuff. There's a whole lot of things being written, and you could just spend all your life doing research like I have, and it's way too much. I'm going to make it much more simple. If you do good with the little things, you'll do great with the other things as they come along. So we're going to try and get you started off on a good foot. How many people took my 6 things that I gave last week and worked on? Anybody? I got to know where I'm starting from.
Anybody? Be honest.
Mm.
No,
I totally forgot. I'm just gonna be
in
honest.
trouble.
Okay. Oh boy, back.
But we
Y'all
all
go
got
to
to
the
report.
corner, sit on the stool.
We all got to report to the principal's office right now.
Oh yeah.
I know we all get busy. We need to set aside some time every day to work on your business, not
Amen.
in your business.
Amen.
Okay, so we're gonna be talking about the model that you're going to create. It's your model, not my model, not Isaac's model, not Dr. Dr. Filmmaker. Those that weren't in, it's an inside joke. Okay. I had no idea he was a filmmaker too. But anyway, what you need to know to grow your business. And there's what you need to know and there's what you need to do. Okay. And I'm going to give you the 5 things again. Number 1 is create a model that drives you. Not somebody else's model, not my model, not Isaac's model, but your own unique model. And only you can come up with that decision. Now, you may want some counsel. You could ask someone like me or Isaac, or anybody who's been in business for at least 5 years. Most businesses don't make it past the first birthday. Out of those, I can't remember the exact numbers. They've actually gotten a little bit better from when I started out, but it's because a lot of tech and things like that are helping people out. But very few people make it to year 5, and even fewer make it to year 10. So wherever you are, I'm going to applaud you right now because you probably made it further than most people. Okay, so create a model that drives you, makes you get up every morning and go to work because you want to be there. You want to help your people. Position yourself. Number 2, position yourself for more prospects. Something we call positioning. I'll try and cover that at some point. Understand the mindset of your prospects. And don't go for everybody. If you can, if you really want to go vertical and or deeper, whichever way you want to go, then just trying to help everybody. Find your person. And then when you find your person, then start looking for other people just like them and ask them to help you find them. If they're really happy, I've got one bride that has over the years sent me so many different people, and then they sent me people, and I honestly didn't have to market after just a very short while. I had marketed for years for the wedding crowd, other than just very light position, just letting people know I'm out here. This is what I just did this last weekend or whatever. And that has kept me busy for 26 years. Number 3, understand the mindset of your prospect. Okay. And then number 4 is the 4 phases of the marketing and selling process. We'll talk about that. Number 5 is develop a map attack. And the map stands for M is for marketing, A is for attack or advertising, and P is for promotion. Okay. Isaac, thank you. You have it. I heard you say the word. I got the wrong one out. And number 6, and this is probably the hardest thing for me, is keep your focus daily. I'm going to put a pause in it just a minute. And I have what I call, okay, the NFL, the NBA, they all have playbooks, right? Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can see it or not.
We could if they're up 90 more. We can't.
Oh, okay. I can't really tell.
Right there.
Okay, I've got a playbook. I doctored it up. I went on Canva. If you haven't used or found Canva yet, you can go there for free, and it's kind of like using Adobe without having to learn all the stuff. And the thousands and thousands of templates. Type in what you want, what you're trying to accomplish, and they've now got AI in there, and you will probably get some help with that too. Anyway, I made a playbook, and it kind of keeps me motivated. It's about me. It's not anybody else. It's not for my clients or anyone else to see, but it's for me, and it runs my business. And it's got lots of pages in here. But over time, when we built the company that eventually went public, we had a book that's about this thick. You can see my hand. Can you see that? Really thick. And all the bean counters and CPAs, they wanted all that kind of stuff before they would give us any kind of money, right? We're not in that kind of world. You need to make it as simple and as lean and as mean and focused as you possibly can so that you can actually make money. And you don't get distracted by all the shiny objects. That's the number one problem in my mind of most new entrepreneurs. There's always something that's new and shiny and that you go and spend a lot of time and money on when you should just focus, get the money first. And if you have time to sit on your yacht, you can learn all the stuff you want to do. Okay. That's my word of wisdom for tonight. Now I'm going to see if I can pull out inside here. I have a calendar that I printed out that I keep up with what I'm doing for the month. And then every Sunday, let me go to the next page here. I have, and I'll try and send you a copy of this. What I have won't be what you have, but I have it set up, and I've done this over a lot of time. I started out using Zig Ziglar's system when I was a baby entrepreneur. It really helped me out for about 3 or 4 years. Then I went to, I can't remember who was the one that Covey, Stephen Covey. He created a book. I've gone through several different ones, and then started kind of creating my own thing. And honestly, this thing changes throughout the year because I have different needs. I have different goals, things like that. I try and plan my goals. I plan my bigger goals about 90 days out with smaller goals every 30 days. That way, and if you need to, do them a weekly goal. You set them down and you just tackle them. Whatever it takes for you to stay focused and actually move forward. And I have a big problem with focus. I have people calling me for stuff. I have things I want to learn, and I want to share some of those things. But I'm just trying to give you some basics first to help you get going. And if you'll give me feedback, I'll help you any way I can. I've got a million templates and things that I've developed and things that I've used that help me, depending on what you're in. But anyway, I start out with my daily flight checklist. What do the pilots have? When they get in the plane, they've flown that plane hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times. The older pilots, they still go through the same checklist every day. They are required to check it off as they go through. So I have my daily checklist based on my personal goals. Okay. You don't get too many, but yeah, I try and put the main ones up front and work my way down. On my daily, I try not do anything more than 3 major goals. If you can do one and get it knocked out, your rest of your day is going to go really well. What was the guy that said, eat the frog first? You don't want to eat a frog, but if you've got a frog in that group of things you got to do that day, eat it first. It's all the rest of the day is a piece of cake, right? You eat cake the rest of the day. So I've got my Monday blocked out, my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I even have my weekend blocked out. And part of my weekend is planning my next week. Okay. I have the calendar over here for my big reference for the month, the quarter, and the year. And over here I have, in my world, I'm shooting photography and video. So I have my shoot schedule lined up. Whenever I've got anybody that I've got on a contract with, I've got them lined up right here in this little block in order. And then I've got a master file over here in my file cabinet for them. So this is a tickle file to let me know this is coming up. If I need to check it out, I'll go to my master file for them. I have pending shoots. Someone said they want to talk with me about a shoot. Well, they're basically a recruit, a possible customer. So I have my pending shoots. I have an edit schedule over here. What's in the hopper, what we have to get with dates that I have to make deadlines on. I have my speaking and meeting schedule lined up right here. So, I mean, whatever you're doing. And then I've got my to-do soon. And then I've got my to-do, which is really long. And I won't bore you with that. That's the stuff that usually gets me off track. And I had to make a format for me. It's my system. You will probably want to create your own, but mine works really well for me. And after 40 plus years, I've pretty much stuck with this one. Occasionally I'll tweak a few things just because life changes. But for the most part, this one's got me by a lot of years and done very well. And it's kind of like having a playbook. When you go in to do a basketball game or a football game, your coaches have gone through the book. You can rip a page out of there and go to play number 53 now, So that's my quick pitch. Where are we on time right now?
You got 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. Okay, I did pretty good. So I'm trying to give you a look at what life can be like at this point. If you want to move forward, let me know and I'll go deep. Okay. If not, we'll go into one of the subjects I like most. And those change constantly because I'm always trying to find something out in the sales and marketing world. And I just got a paper cut And I'm bleeding on my paper. You got anything for that, Isaac? No.
Heart.
Dr. Isaac. Okay. So create a business model that drives you. Let me just ask you, what drives you, Isaac?
So
What you ship
what
in the morning?
drives me, in a nutshell,
Yeah, in a nutshell.
serving God's people and helping them become better human beings and achieving their goals. That's what drives me.
That's awesome.
That's what drives
That's
me.
awesome. Okay. Who else would like to tell me what drives you? Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you hunting? That's fine. We all do that. But what drives you? What makes you get really excited? Everybody, I want to hear somebody say something. Doc, I know about you, but just tell us what drives you.
Another thing that drives me
Mhm.
is finding out how Dr. Pepper saved Dr. Jim's life. You know, that
Yeah,
drives me. You know, No, I'm just
we're gonna have to hear that.
We're gonna have to hear that one day.
We are definitely gonna have to hear that, Doc.
Well, I have
Okay.
Go
I
ahead,
have
Dr. Jim. What
to,
drives you?
I have to periodically go back and write up the goals and everything, just as if I was starting from scratch.
Mhm.
And I've noticed that if I got my to-do list there, it stretches into the hundreds, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So
Same here.
I would put a line through every time something is done. That gives me some sense of having accomplished something,
Yeah,
but it gets cumbersome that way.
yeah.
I think the primary thing is that what I've noted from living 20 years abroad, if you're born in the Middle East, there's about a 98% chance you're going to be a Muslim.
Mm.
If you're born in India, you have a large Muslim population too, but the big population is Hindu.
Mm.
If you're raised in the South of the United States, there's a good chance that you will be a member of a Protestant church. I mean, there are a lot of Catholics here too, but you'll be more religious minded, maybe.
Mm.
And we grow up with this versus those bad old atheists or those people of these different religions. You know, it's as if we have no alternatives. We grow up in that family. And what became a major thing with me in the books is there is an alternative. You do not have to just accept a belief system. There's nothing wrong with having a belief system, but you don't have to just accept something because everybody else has or everybody in your family does. That there is a way you can know things. So everything to do with the Institute of Applied Metaphysics and the Church of Revelation, the Renford books, is about the process of identifying and verifying the universal laws as they were taught by all the masters, including Jesus. If you go and study the parables, you see that in every parable, he's teaching one or more of those principles. And they're basically, some people call them the laws of creation, because he's talking about in there all the way about how people can accomplish things, how you can create things. It's pretty amazing, because most of the time ministers treat the parables as if they were little stories that Jesus told to entertain the people in between miracles while he's waiting to die. Mm-hmm. The importance of those parables and those teachings are really not put front and center. It's the death, burial, and resurrection that's put front and center. But these masters didn't come down here and waste their time telling little stories for no reason. There's got to be something more important about them than all the doctrines and religions and things that have been created after them. So that became a major force for me. And that's what created the Institute, created the Renford books, and created the Church of Revelation, and creating everything I'm doing. There is an alternative. And that alternative is that you can identify and verify those principles from your own life experiences. And then you know. And regardless of what belief system you might accept, the fact is now you know something. And it's not just taking that because somebody else has told you that or because you grew up in that family.
Yeah. So
Did I answer your question?
a lot longer than I thought. Give me one or two sentences. What drives you?
Yeah.
Make it easy on yourself.
You want to repeat?
No, I got the story.
Yeah, that what I told you there at the last was my summary.
Yeah.
My objective is to let people know that there is an alternative to accepting anybody's word for anything.
Okay.
You can find out for yourself by identifying and verifying these from your own life experiences.
Okay. So your passion is helping people find the truth for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
I can tell you all of that
A
again.
little shorter. When we get to your elevator pitch, I think you would have run out of elevator space.
Yes, sir. Got 2.5 minutes.
Okay. Opal, what drives you? You're a very talented lady. I know that. What drives you? Like, why do you get up and go and want to work and help someone?
Drives me is using my, like I told them today, using my God-given talents, not something to where I had to go to school, learn to do, and go to work. I hate, but to go out and do what I love to do, which is now writing, or speaking, or acting, things like that, as well as making sure my sons and grandchildren are good, and just counseling someone when they need it, because I did that for 10 years. So I'm just driven to grow, make myself better, and help the people I love better, especially with our finances. So,
Okay.
and I just enjoy reading, learning different things.
Okay. I love all
Mhm.
those things.
Okay.
Speaking of a business, though, do you have a business at this point in time?
The business I have is dealing with the books,
Gotcha.
and I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm an independent contractor for Avon, but
Okay.
I'm not, and I'm trying to learn how to get into digital marketing, but I'm not like you all where you have grown your business for the ground up and all that. I haven't done that. My youngest son wants to do that. I want to help him. So another reason to be with you all is to learn, like all the stuff you just said. I have no idea about all of that, but I do want to do that in real estate or things of that nature.
Okay. Right.
That's why
So
I'm
you
learning.
enjoy helping people.
I love helping people.
Okay. That's great. That is
Yes.
great.
Very good.
Okay. I don't know everybody in the
30
group.
seconds.
Amy, what drives you?
Miss Amy's still at work, most
Oh,
likely.
she is still? Okay.
Regional 1.
Now she is in the medical profession, isn't she?
She's at Regional 1.
Regional 1. Okay. Rosalind, how about you, dear?
I keep it short and sweet. I love to help people. I love to serve God's people.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Is there anybody I missed? Because I can't see everybody in the chat room right now because of my paperwork.
Miss Amy messaged inside the chat room. She says, helping people is her ministry.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so we've got some healers, we got some teachers, we've got some marketers, we got some I guess I could put you in the healing mindset. You're a little bit of a psychologist and a chemist.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I'm calling you Dr. Isaac.
Chef,
Okay.
also chef.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay. So I just want you to be thinking about what drives you. And when you think about that really well, start seeing if you can use that drive that you have naturally got to somehow serve others. And you may find something you haven't even thought of. Pray about it, start looking, talk with people about what you love doing and how they may give you some information as some things that might help you out. I generally have been in the same field, but I like a lot of different things. And so I have tended to learn and stretch in a lot of ways, but bottom line, I help people with communications, whether it's electronic or words or writing or whatever. I help people with communicating effectively so they can actually grow a business and take care of their family or do whatever it is that they are passionate about. Okay, so and part of that, okay, real quickly, part of that is having other people fit in to your model. It's very easy to get pulled into someone else's thing or someone else's model. I know, because I want to help people. And I'm hearing you guys are mostly servant, helper type of people. And I'm just going to give you a fair warning. You will get pulled off in all sorts, chasing rabbits, as they call it. If you don't have your model and your people. That's the best message I can give you for tonight. If you want to go forward, I've got a whole lot more, but I need to figure out where we are so I can actually help you with my expertise. And I'm not the expert, but I've learned from a lot of great, great people. I could go on, but we'll end it there. I think it's my time, right?
Yes, sir. Time is up.
Okay.
So we can open up now for questions and answers, beautiful people. Questions and answers. Anybody got any questions for Mr. Don Lawler, a living legend? Anybody got any questions for Dr. Jim? Anybody got any questions for me?
Yeah. What keeps you up at night about your business?
There you go. What keeps you up at night about your business? What drives you about your business? What don't drive you about your business? How much are you paying for your pain?
That's right.
I'd like to know more about the pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. Let's talk.
My pain is keeping up with the books. I used to be good at it. I don't care. I don't want it. The IRS demands it.
Sure. Hey, that's true.
Very true.
Can't be cooking the books. Hey, Dr. Jam can't be cooking the books. No, just kidding.
He's got 70 books. He's a cooker.
Master Chef. Hey, that'd be a nice class, Dr. Jam. How to cook the books. There you go, part one. Volume one.
Get you in trouble, Dr. Jam.
Oh, yeah.
I can share with you one thing.
Yeah.
Doing the film, doing the books, putting them up on Amazon, getting them in audio books. There seems like so many things. And I get so impatient. You know, after all this time, I'm in a hurry. I want these things done.
Yeah.
And it reminded me, one day I reminded myself of the story of the little boy who was constantly throwing temper tantrums. He was so impatient for everything. And his father finally sat him down and said, "Son, you've got to get some patience. You've got to he said, this is going to kill you. This will put you in jail. This will cause ulcers. You've got to get some help. You need to go pray to God for patience." So the little boy goes to the church and he gets in front of the altar and he says, Father told me I have to pray for patience. I need patience. I want you to give me patience. And I want you to give it to me right now.
Yeah.
One. Isaac and Jim need to go on the road with a comedy act, I tell you.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds, Dr. Jim, with all the moving parts to get the books up on their respective sites and platforms, sounds like you're paying a price, sir. That sounds a lot like the price of discipline, which
Yeah,
will pay great dividends.
yeah.
Mhm.
It
That's
means
good.
that you have to have a mastermind. I have to have some smart people around me like Isaac Coleman and Don Lawler and the rest of the mastermind group, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we're here.
We learn from
We are
everybody.
here.
Yeah.
We are here.
God for you all, because I'm more laid back and lax today. So I'm gonna have to, work on this discipline and all the things that you talking about, because that's how you make it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Keep it
Mhm.
simple. Small steps first.
Steps. Yeah.
Get those right, and you can move on.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Jim, so Mr. Lawler, what do you think about this business deal?
Mhm.
Dr. Jim gave me a proposition
Yeah.
where he'll pay me double what I make now in my own businesses if I quit and work for him in his cotton gin. I didn't think they still had those. He said, if I get a cramp, then he said Miss Rosalind Cowens can massage it out. He'll
Uh-huh.
pay for it. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I think you'd have to move down to Money, Mississippi, just north of Greenwood. That's cotton gin territory.
Yeah.
I'm just
That
kidding.
was such a straight. He's just straight.
Miss Amy's laughing in the chat.
I know it. Wow. No comment there.
She said no comment.
Wise woman.
I don't know, Dr. Jim. I don't think I can take that deal, sir. It doesn't sound too good. I don't know.
Living in Money, Mississippi is like heaven.
Oh my goodness. So any specific questions? Well, I do have one.
Yeah.
So I know you said we'll probably get into it later, but on number 4,
Mhm.
what are the 4 phases of the market and selling process?
We will talk about that like
Okay.
that another time.
All right.
We did it
Thank
last.
you. Thank you. That's great. I'm glad you said that. I mean, I planned on doing it anyway, but
Okay.
that obviously is standing out in your mind.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good because you don't sell anything if you don't know how to market.
Yep.
You don't sell anything, you don't know how to sell.
That's what I need help with. Yeah.
Okay. Well, when we're small, we have to start slow and you have to be very, very focused. I'll say that first. And a lot of people, what I said, I think last week was throw a lot of spaghetti on the wall and hope some of it sticks. And that works fine if you got a lot of money, but most people don't, or you a lot of time, and most people don't in a small business. So you have to be very focused and very strategic, and that's the word that's where I help people most is with a good strategy. And then we work on where they are, what assets they have, whether time or money or something else, other people. And then we try and work a plan that they can actually get started and make some movement. When it's kind of this like who's the financial guy talks about doing this snowball to get rid of debt. Dave Ramsey. Yeah. Snowball starts out with just a little bitty ball, but it gets going and it gets going and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how business works. It's the same thing. So start small, be very strategic. Don't try and be all things to all people. Find that one person who absolutely is your best customer. You love working for them. You love serving them. You love seeing their response and how they move forward and blossom. And then go find more people just like them. And forget everybody else. Just forget about them. We're not MGM or we're not a major corporation. We're not FedEx. They got lots of money and lots of people to go and take care of all those different kinds of people. Find your person. That's the best thing I can say.
Yes, sir. I agree wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything? Ms. Allen, Ms. Rosalind, Dr. Jim.
Nope.
Nobody got anything?
Nope.
Well, I got something. So Dr. Jim was counseling me the other day about words, negativity and positivity, which I'm always counseling people on.
Mhm.
And he said I used a negative term about one of his business propositions. And he said he wanted to present it to the group so maybe all of you all can get in on it.
Mhm.
But he wants to create this digital and physical product. Sounds like a really good idea. He says you click a link and you just start speaking, and the platform writes your book for you automatically.
Mhm.
Then yourself or any of your customers will receive the book at their doorstep whenever they're ready to click and buy. And all you gotta do is just speak into the platform and it writes your book for you. So it sounds awesome. He said it'll automatically do the chapters and everything. You just tell them. He said, sounds great. So I said, so when do you think, something like this might launch? He said, well, that's the deal. We're going to go ahead and start recruiting and getting revenue in for it now. I see, like pre-sales. That's smart. That's what a lot of, great business owners do. He said,
Yeah.
absolutely. We'll get all the pre-sales in.
That's
We'll
how I
get all the
did my
subscriptions
book.
in. Well, good. He said, we'll
Good for you.
get all the subscriptions
Yeah.
in, and then we'll never launch the product. And people just keep paying and paying, and then we'll just keep moving out the deadline and apologizing to everybody. And I said, but wait a minute, sir, that sounds like a scam. He said, oh, see, we don't use negative words like that. I said, well, well, pardon me, I don't mean to offend you, but I'm just saying, you can't use that term. If we ever have to go to court or something, just let them know. Oh, yes, sir, we're going to release it. It just, hadn't been released yet. But he said the whole point is we'll just keep on earning money and we never have to deliver. He said, look at it now. We have no overhead, but we're still getting paid. I said, sir, it sounds like a SCAM. But hey, what do you think about it, Mr. Lawler?
I think they call that a Ponzi scheme.
And this is a dream child of his, not mine.
He was looking real serious. I knew it wasn't going to be serious when he was looking serious.
There is tech out there that does that, and it's something I'm looking into. But yeah,
I'm gonna revamp what I said before I wrote my book. I did speak into something called Rev.com, and they did the transcript, and we did pre-launch the book before it was done. However, after we got the money, we did have to publish the book and give it to the people who bought it. So yeah,
absolutely.
it kind of got messed up at the end.
Yeah.
I'm too old to go to jail. Yeah, I can't.
My mentor since 2018 is Donald Miller in Nashville. He's I think he's had 7 New York Times bestsellers.
Wow.
But what he does, he writes the first chapter, he puts it out there to his audience of people, gives it to them for free, and gets feedback, and then he works on the book once he's got a publisher that takes care of things for him. He sets up a whole campaign, starts pre-selling the books, and then Amazon prints. And
that's what I did. He takes the
orders and then sends them to it within so many weeks. So, and he's
everybody who bought a book, I sent it.
Mm-hmm.
I sent one chapter to everybody who bought a book.
Yeah. It's amazing that we can do stuff like that now. Back in the day, it was. In fact, the attorney from Oxford, Mississippi, that writes books, mystery books. Who is he?
Grisham.
Yeah, Grisham, John Grisham. I mean, he had to print a bunch of books, and he was going down the street and opening his trunk and selling out of his trunk. That's how he got started.
Me too.
I'm serious.
And he published about 3 before one of them became a bestseller.
Yeah, well, that's
and all of them became bestsellers.
Well, Don Miller, yes, exactly. Don Miller did 2, that were not in the marketing field, but were more of art pieces, I guess, and they sold okay. But then once he became a New York Times bestseller, he sold all those too, multiple times. So yeah.
Well, all right, beautiful people. Got anything else? Anything else? I'm all out of jokes for tonight.
The jokes, Mr. You miss your calling, dude. Hell yeah. Wow.
Well, we'll see. We'll just hope they don't offend anybody on YouTube too much. So, if we offend you, we're sorry, but we're not sorry. So how about
Claim
that?
a disclaimer up there before, trouble.
Yeah.
You kidding. They don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll get to know us. They'll get to know each and every last one of us.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube now.
Ma'am.
It's on YouTube now. We can go look at them now.
Yes, ma'am. All of them are up on YouTube, remember? I thought I sent you one of them. It's two of them, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I will resend you the link, and you have access to all of the Wednesday webinars, with the exception of episode 6. Unfortunately, you all, I apologize. I did not get a chance to record episode 6. Well, Dr. Jim and I swore we would do that one again.
Yeah, there you go.
Do that one again. So that was one of the ones you didn't make it, Mr. Lawler, that week. So we'll do that one again. That's the one where Dr. Jim goes over 77 ways to market your book.
Awesome.
That was a good one.
To market your book. Yeah, it was. So yeah, we got to do that again. So
okay, slip that one in pretty soon.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. You all let me know when you want to do it. I'll be ready. That'll save me time to, do mine again. So and do it better.
Absolutely. Yeah, there you go.
So we can do it. If y'all want to do it next week, or you want to do it the week after, y'all tell me. This is our baby.
If you guys are ready to do it, I wouldn't mind hearing that.
Okay.
I really wouldn't.
Yep.
All right. Dr. Jim, you want to do that next week?
Yeah, why not?
All righty.
That sounds good. And okay, and for the following week, is there anything in the marketing world? I'm going to go through this until you say no, but is there anything that you really want to know in the next, not this coming meeting, the next one?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Definitely. I want you to go over the 4 phases of the market and selling process.
Gotcha.
And how to do that most effectively.
Okay.
I've gone over those before, but I'd definitely like to hear it from you.
Okay.
And learn more about the effectiveness thereof.
Now, some of those 77 ways you can market your book, Don, it would be great if you could elaborate on that a little bit on different ones.
Okay.
That's in your expertise. And same with Isaac. There are certain things that you can talk about, but we go through it at a pretty good clip because normally, you don't want somebody trying to market their book 77 ways.
No, pick one.
If they can market it, if there's 2 or 3 things that they can use, okay. But
exactly.
But they do need to find their niche. They need to find what they're comfortable with, what they can do.
Which goes back to what drives you personally.
Right.
There you go.
Isaac, I'm not.
Very important.
Mr. Isaac, I'm not sure if I'll be here or on time next Wednesday from Tuesday through Thursday. I'm going to be downtown 8 hours at the Patient Simulation Center and Orientation. So I'll try my best.
And there's a heavy fine for missing one of these.
I heard.
What time do you think that?
I would be asleep while I'm listening. Go ahead.
What time do you think that ends? You said if it's 8 hours.
It's from 9 to 5, and then we have to walk to our car. For me, that's gonna be another 10 minutes. Then come from Midtown to home. I might be home between 6 and 6:30, or depending on traffic. So I just want you to know.
I think you'll be fine, darling.
I hope so. Yeah. I just want you to know I might not be on the point of 6:30, but I'm gonna try my best because those 77 marketing tips is what I need. I don't want to miss that one.
Good deal.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. At least I'm doing something I enjoy, so I'm blessed.
There you go. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, beautiful people. It is 46 minutes after. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and conclude. If you all don't have anything else at the moment, any questions, comments, suggestions, anything. All right. Well, you all know if you do need anything, reach out and call me. I'll get you taken care of. Reach out to Mr. Lawler. He'll get you taken care of. Reach out to Dr. Jim. He will also get you taken care of. Beautiful people. I love you all. You have a beautiful, blessed night, and God bless you abundantly. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.